Geminis, hello, 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 hello. Welcome to your reading. This is for February 2021, general reading, sign of Gemini. If you want to cut, look at both readings. If you want to have a more in-depth look in your reading, look at the link down below that says free natal chart to see all your other placements. If you're a cross-watcher, what doesn't really matter. Take what resonates. If you see something that resonates or you hear something that resonates, open your heart, mind, and soul to it. Take a nice deep breath and claim that for yourself. All right. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Adrian H. I'm an intuitive healer, and for those that will come back, welcome back, my dearest. All right. So we're going to start off and check out what is the good news for you. What is the guidance from the universe for you? And look at it. 6 of fire, 6 of emotions, 6 of wands. Okay, this is you coming into your shine, coming into your glory, coming into your moment, taking that center stage that is reserved just for you. This is your hard work paying off. This is your efforts paying off. Now, you would know that, or you would see that this reading is a love reading. It's for the essence of love, for the overall essence of love that you are an expression of, the love of the universe, the love of source, your relationship with that. And your relationship with that at the moment, it's on fire. All right, beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is rewards coming back. This is so wonderful, and it's like everybody around you is so happy for your success that is finally taking place, because there has been some stress. And my nose is itching, and when my nose itches, I'm telling you, when my nose itches, whatever's going to come out in this reading, I know it's going to be powerful. All right, so let's have a look. We're going to do a Celtic cross for you, Gemini, to see what is the general guidance for you, what resonates for you. If any of you are interested in studying Reiki, I'm going to do online training this year, obviously. Well, same as I did last year. I'm going to start around April, May. So if you're interested, just send me an email. Let's have a look. Okay, current energy. Page of Cups. I wanted to say this actually earlier on, that I do feel that for majority of you, really, this is romantic love that we are talking about. Page of Cups. This is you making up your mind about a situation. All right. It's like there's some sort of offer on the table. It could be a new romantic offer, or a life offer, or like where you stay, or a job, or but it's a very personal interaction. Okay, that sort of hits your heart, like, you know, sort of caresses and sings a lullaby to your heart and your emotions and things. But this is you know, at a point, and please understand that I'm not trying to influence your decision. I'm only letting you know what I'm picking up. Making up your mind about a sort of like a loose end, you know, possibly being with someone, not being with someone, you know, just sort of like maybe somebody's just like a side dish type of thing. And this is you making up your mind. And what I feel you're making up your mind about is that you are saying to yourself, I'm gonna actually, you know, it's like your self-love is really gone up, and you like, I'm not gonna dishonor myself any longer by holding on to this little sort of, you know, drip situation. Okay, so this is you, I feel, peacefully letting go of a situation and sort of being a little bit in two minds as to how you're going to let the other person know, and whether you actually do need to let them know or not, because it's almost like they may have separated and you only really picking up on that energy from their side. So you don't sort of want to be the one to go and say, hey, listen, I've decided to let you go, and then the other person's like, oh yeah, you know, because you sort of want them to be on the same page as you, but also not to be too happy to just kind of be done with you. You know, I mean, you know, one wants to feel a little something at least, you know. And I can quite understand that, because my Venus is in Gemini, which means my sort of the way I approach love and things, you know, is in Gemini. Can't remember in which house now. Crossing the Four of Swords. This situation has cost you a lot of your personal peace. Okay, whether it's romance, whether it's with a family member or a friend. Sorry. You could have been in business with someone and maybe they still got your sort of like equipment or something like that. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to cut my losses here. It's something was keeping this situation going for a while, and it wasn't really healthy. Okay, it may have seemed innocent enough at first. You might have been able to fool yourself initially that was innocent enough, but now you know better. And the energy feeding this or supporting this at the moment is the Eight of Swords. This is very hard. This is very hard for you. This is quite heartbreaking, harrowing. You know, it's hard for you, but it's also it's almost like it's preventing you from moving forward. You might sort of be with someone, but not really be with them either. You know, obviously take that as it resonates, but something in the situation is making you feel stuck. You know, it's like you're free, but you're not free. You're not free within. Okay. So you're physically free, but you're not emotionally free. Okay? And this is why, because this energy might be leading you to sort of making decisions that's not really serving you in the best possible way. You know, it's like you're stressing when you shouldn't be stressing. And what brought you to this Ace of Cups? So this is a situation where you wanted to be free, you know, went for this. Cup of love was offered to you. You thought this was it, or this could be a situation in life, but it really does feel like love. You thought this was it. As it turns out, it wasn't. Okay? And you are realizing that the reason what got you into this sort of jam is it's almost like you were trying to put a plaster on something that, you know, sort of had to rip off that band-aid and actually let the situation breathe. There is a situation here that like a conversation that needed to take place. And you thought, you know, I'm just going to be fabulous, I'm just going to dodge this, and everything's going to be fine, just love and light. You know, as it turns out, it wasn't that easy to dodge. So let's see what is crowning the situation. What is that overall energy, sort of like, you know, that light that's shining over there? How's the scene being set for you? Queen of Swords. Many of you are deciding to be single over here. It's time for some healing, taking the time out, focusing on yourself. It's almost like, you know, I don't know, it's almost like on maybe social media you try to show people how fine and fabulous and, you know, whatever you are, and you steering away from that. This is you actually taking time where you might actually go off social media. Okay? Maybe spending some time in nature. And let's see what's around the corner for you. Because now this is you really practicing the hard parts of self-love. Okay. And that always pays off. It really, really always does. Around the corner for you, the Emperor. This is the part of you that you've been looking for. It's in letting go of the past, of the previous version of yourself. You know, that I'm so happy, I'm so good, I'm so great, look at me, I'm a Gemini. It's letting go of that and really sort of, you know, getting your hands dirty, you know, getting your feet into the mushy business, the ugly business of healing. That in actual fact, you know, you actually, the good news is that you reach it, you reach your sort of like your moment of sunshine, of light, that which you pretended that you had or that you were. By letting go of that, it's almost like a switch. It's almost like going from one room to another room. You think it's going to be long? It's almost like when you work on a set for a soapy, basically, you know. So you see the scene that one is in the lounge, and then one is for the other person on the other end of town. But you're actually just kind of like, you know, you're just kind of crossing the partition to the other side, you know, and then you're on the other side of town. So this is how quickly this is happening for you. It's always been available. It's just that you were in that room, but this room is better for you now. So on that scene of like a soapy, people's like, the producer's like, excuse me, Gemini, we're doing the next scene now, you know, can you come around, you know? And so wardrobe is just, so maybe you went from a scene where you were feeling all sort of, you know, all sort of forlorn, and you were wearing this dark black sort of like outfit with like gold, and it looked all fabulous and things like that. I'm not sure why the word fabulous keeps on coming up in this reading, but anyway, so but underneath you were already wearing this really sort of sexy outfit, and so you go through makeup and they just take all that, like wardrobe just takes that, like, you know, really sort of depressing gown off you, and you step in and you're all like sasha and shining. Okay, that is how it's taking place. So it's happening really fast and really beautiful and really effortless. The moment you let go of that which you are not, that sort of false perception that you portrayed about yourself, the moment you let go of that, even in your mind, wonderful things are coming through. Wonderful things are coming through for you. Okay, definitely moving towards stability. So for those of you that are concerned about stability, worldly stability, emotional stability, love, I feel that you know, and this might not be for everyone, but I feel that you go into a period where you're actually more on your own and loving it, because many of you have been out of tune with who you actually are for a period of time. Okay, so let's have a look and see what are the things that Source wants you to know. Knight of Pentacles. Excellent opportunities to make money, to establish your independence. You might be making money, you might be having a good job, you know, maybe you don't have a job, but whatever it is, this is you moving from the hustling space to the actual winning space. So no more hustling. Okay, you're moving from that hustle space, because, you know, and I always say to people, when it comes to a hustler, you know, obviously I'm an entrepreneur myself, you know, and I remember for a long period of time, I also used to be a photographer, but, you know, I was in this hustling energy. Guys, we are hustling every day. We're hustling, you know, and I was always struggling. I was struggling to pay my rent, and I was, you know, I always, as a photographer, photographers always want something. You know, it's like, you can speak to any photographer on this planet, they always want something. That's just how photography is. It's amazing. And then my equipment got stolen, and, you know, I realized this hustling energy is not working, because by default when you hustle, it also, you know, hustling is sort of like a gangster word, you know, term. It goes with not having, and how do I need to sort of gaslight somebody else and maybe rob somebody else to get what I want. It's a very it's a low vibing energy. You're moving from that because you were there, and you thought you were acing it, and you were not acing it. But when you decided there in the recent past that you wanted to be, you really sort of started to think about things. You started to discern about things, and you realized that I got to change my ways. You know, what do I want? And those opportunities, wonderful opportunities, are coming here for you. And not even that hard work. You know, very fun. Really getting to be you. It's like people wanna pay you and invest in you for you to really be you. Okay, let's see what it is that you might not be aware of, because sometimes we're not aware of things. King of Swords, you got this. Oh, you got this. You are ready. If you're going to take anything from this reading, take this. You are ready now, right now. Okay, you are ready now. Whichever, it's almost like life is saying to, listen, we can play this either way. Stay, go, whatever. Whatever you decide, it's going to work for you, but you got to make the decision. So if you're feeling like you're on that sort of limbo space, you know, and you're a bit of a, you know, trapeze sort of artist, or I think it's called a trapeze artist, like the ones that walk on the tightrope. And they got some person playing a violin at the back going, if you're feeling on that sort of like trepidatious energy, life is saying to make a decision. We're fully supporting you. You know, you can't make a wrong decision, because now you're choosing your own power. All right? Which means you're going to choose a decision that is going to serve you best. Make it. Okay? The time is right for you, and it's right now. Okay? Let's look at some of the dark patterns that are holding you back in life. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. everything's working out well. Many things are working out well, but that one thing, that one person that you're holding on to, maybe possibly, you've let go, but it's almost like you've let go, but this is almost like when we say to somebody like, I am done with you. Until you can make up your mind, I'm done with you. If you can't make up your mind, I'm done with you until you can make up your mind. That is putting your power in in the palm of somebody else's hand. I'm as done with you as done can be. Alright? This is when you say when you're done with someone, this is the same thing. Like, let's say, for example, you get TB. Alright? And they put you on this course of medication for 6 months. You're going to take the whole 6 months because you want to be done with the TB. You're not going to take it for 5.5 months and then stop taking the medication, because then you're still going to have some traces behind, maybe somewhere in the back, but those traces can come back and bite you in the behind, which you don't actually want. And that is the same thing when we say to somebody, I'm done with you because you can't make up your mind, and until you can make up your mind, I'm done. That's not really done. Okay? You want to be done. You want to be at the point where you actually passed the 6 months already, where you went for the scan and they're like, listen, you are clear. Let's see where this energy is leading you. Where is it going for you? And then we're going to grab you that Law of Attraction card. And if it resonates for you, Gemini, I would really welcome you. I just saw the World card and the Moon. Try not to jump to things too fast. I would really appreciate you liking the video. I always appreciate comments, letting me know where in the world we're connecting from. I'm in Cape Town in South Africa. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and things are actually working out really well. Your dreams are coming true. Your wishes are coming true. Okay? It really, really is. And what do you think of my beautiful thumbnails that are created by my wonderful friend? And there's a link for it down below in the description, also AC Digital Marketing Solutions. And let's see what we've got for you for a Law of Attraction card. Okay, those are too many cards. This one was sticking out. Which one is this? Let's see. And it's number 15, and 1 + 5 = 6, which is amazing because it's the number of love. What you're seeking for is actually coming to you by letting go of that which you thought you seek, but which it wasn't. Interesting conundrum. I see myself enjoying absolute continuing abundance. I see myself enjoying absolute continuing abundance. It says, I choose absolute and continuing abundance, for I understand that there is no limit to the abundance in the universe. If you find it once, you can find it again. And this time you can find it better because you're wiser. And so, by my attracting abundance to myself, I am not limiting another. That is such a powerful, important concept to get. The key for each of us is to see it and want it, and then we will attract it. I'll see you next time. Go rock on.